The third thing I wish I knew is being able to find which specialty you should be going into. Some specialties are so hard, right? And they basically take away any chance that you had for medical school. My tips really depend on what kind of person you are. So let's start with the geniuses. If you're a genius, if you're really smart, if you're like near the top 10% in your class already, really you can go to any major and do well. Just choose what you're interested in. For those folks who are like, we're about average, or maybe we're below average, I would fall into this camp. You have to choose something that, and you want to get into medical school, so you need good grades. I would choose something that is, one, you're somewhat interested in, at least to some degree, and two, it is feasible for you to get good grades without being a genius, right? Through hard work. That's me in English class. I could have tried so hard in English class, I'd still end up with a C. You'd have to really know the majors that are hard and which majors are easy and which majors are reasonable. In the school I went to, chemistry, biochemistry, physics, biophysics, those courses were really hard. I remember, for example, like I am very poor at math. It took me all my energy to get good grades in first year math. I knew that if I did math again, it's gonna suck my soul. I was gonna do poorly in that class, or I would just not have a good year. I did a major that didn't require me to do math 200, and that was microbiology. Microbiology didn't require math. Chemistry, biochemistry, physics, biophysics, they all required you to do multiple math courses, not just one. It required you to do other difficult courses, and so you have to talk, and this again comes back to having a mentor. You have to be able to talk to mentors in each of these subjects, each of these majors, and ask them, would you do this again? And so I had friends who were going for medicine, and their grades got really destroyed because they went into these tough majors. Grades by difference of 5% can make a huge difference. Like, I got into medical school with I had an 88% average to get into medical school. If I had 83%, I probably would not be in medical school. Those differences of 5% can make a huge difference. I don't like the idea of playing a game to get into medical school, but you have to understand that not all people are super intelligent. We basically have to figure out what specialty has a mix of both feasibility to get good grades, but also some sort of interest.